Bill was explaining the leaders, the SPRO leaders that we're using. Let me get this in real quick and show you. They're very, very durable, and even though I've caught a few fish already, you know, there's a little bit of bend in this, and you know, you can try and straighten them out, but these pike, they're not too fussy, and so just because you got a little kink, you don't have to change it out. It's still going to work. It's going to work fine. If it bothers you, try and straighten it out, but they're going to last a long time, so don't get perturbed.
Right.
If there's a little kink in the wire, it's still this.
The biggest thing you don't want to do is when it has that real sharp bend, you don't want to bend metal back on itself. It'll snap.
No, right.
But the little kinks, like you said, and you know what? It's not affecting the way they're biting.
Right.
You know, they're still hitting, but
and the bait still swims.
Yeah, swims great. So.
Hey, remember that little bend I was showing you guys a little earlier? Just kept on fishing, and maybe a couple pike later, and they practically straightened it right back out. Like Bill says, if there's a hard kink, you know, that you need to change that. But that little minor bend, look at, we're right back where we started.
Perfect. Outstanding.
Bill just helped me release the fish, so it's an excellent idea. After every catch, make sure your cross lock hasn't come unpinned, wire's okay, everything looks all right. Right away I noticed a hook is bent out a little bit, and so I'm going to go ahead and straighten that hook back a bit, because that might be the difference on a big fish.
There you go. Check your equipment before you do it, just like tournament fishing. Make sure everything's ready. Ooh, we're getting in some pike looking area. Little island here. Is it open or closed? Okay guys, remember what Derek was talking about? About making sure your hardware is closed after catching a fish? He just threw off his lure. One for the pike. But the only good thing about it is it's a little less weight to carry back on the airplane when we go home. And the other thing is really good is when you lose your bait with the snap being open like that, it's easier. It's just one other step you don't have to do to you don't have to open up the snap to put a new lure on. It's already open for you.
Guys, in Canada, you're required to use barbless hooks. Fishing pike or muskie or tiger muskie, I find that the barbless hook, whether you're required to or not, is a really plus when it comes to releasing them. It's less stress on the fish, it's safer, you're going to get the hooks out quicker. I really like it. So something to think about, whether you have to use a barbless hook or not with those toothy fish.
Somebody told me recently, this guy named Derrek Stewart, that after you catch a big fish, you make sure your cross snaps are all taken care of and put together, and just in case you don't want to throw your lure off after you catch a big fish.
No, you don't want to do that. Any fish for that matter.